So far we have a repository on our development site and a repository on our production site, and we have been committing between them, and there really hasn't been a difference between either repository. It's just a way for us to connect up the two to be able to share code between them and sync any updates that are made. But many times, this won't be suitable for a production style environment. In a lot of cases on production or live sites, you only want to release code that has been tested and that's definitely ready to go. So what we're going to do in this section is set up two different tracks of development. First of all, we're going to have our development track, and so we're going to create a branch to allow that track to progress. And then we're going to use the master track on production in order to push releases. So to begin this process, what we're going to do is to create a new branch locally called develop, and then we need to sync up that branch with our remote site, and then just in case, we're going to go ahead and sync it up with our production site as well. So we've created a branch before, let's go ahead and do that. We're going to do git checkout, and then we're passing it the B parameter, which indicates that we're going to create a branch, and let's call it develop. So now if we do git branch to see the full list, we see we're on the develop branch now, and there's also our master branch. So now, even though we've created the branch locally, it's not going to sync up automatically with the remote site. We have to explicitly say that we want our branch on the remote site, and that's going to be what allows us to pull it into production. So the way we push a branch and set up tracking at the same time is by using git push, and then we specify the name of the remote, which is origin, and then we specify the name of the branch, which is develop, and then we hit enter. Now if we take a look at all of our branches, using git branch and then passing it the A parameter, we see that we now have develop and master locally, and then on the remotes we have develop and master as well. Now let's go ahead and switch to production, and let's sync up production to include this develop branch. So first let's take a look at what branches exist with git branch A, and you see we have records for head, which is just a pointer to master, and then master. Now if we do git fetch and do git branch A again, you see that we now have a record for the develop branch. So now you notice that we don't have a local develop branch. We only have the remote one. If we want to create a local develop branch and then sync it up with develop so that it's tracking any changes and we can use git push and pull, then we need to use a special form of the checkout command. What we're going to do is git checkout, and then we're going to pass it the track parameter, and then we're going to pass it the name of the branch that it should track. Then let's hit enter, and it says branch develop set up to track remote branch develop from origin, and switch to new branch develop. So now, if we do git branch, you see we have a develop branch and a master branch now. And when we're on develop, we can use git push and pull to transfer information between the local and remote develop branches.